Welcome to our Plugs Community Connection. I am your host, DJ Kitty Cat, with my sister co-host, Miss Morningstar on WKRA 92.7 FM The Change. If you're looking for the best in news, current events, community outreach programs, and shopping connections, you've come to the right place. We've got a great mix of content and community connections lined up for you this evening, along with special guest interviews. So, grab your favorite drink of choice, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Good morning, WKRA 92.7 The Change. It is your morning host and co-host, DJ Kitty and Miss Morningstar from Our Plugs, the Community Connection. Good morning, Holly Springs. Good morning, Memphis. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok folks. I hope today is a great day and it has started on a high note, a good note. Everyone has had their breakfast and drank their water. What is the golden rule? The golden rule is 16 ounces a day. Look at that. I had ice in here earlier for those who are watching on YouTube. But yes, today is a good day because it's one day closer to the weekend. Yes, it is. And I am proud to say I cannot wait. I am looking forward to relaxing this weekend. And if I can do absolutely nothing, but I'm going to tell you the truth, I've already got plans for every single day, just about every single minute of this weekend. But it's all good because, this is what we do. I was saying earlier, how do moms do it? We're mothers and we go to work and we tend to the kids and we deal with the husbands and we deal with, if we have a second job as me and second, third, fourth job as me and Miss Morningstar do, we've got a lot on our plate, but somehow we make it happen. We make it happen every single day. And so for that, I applaud all mothers, all fathers, all people who are not giving up and continuing to fight because guess what? If you don't do it, who's going to do it? And that is my motto. If not me, then who? I need to continue to tell myself that, especially when it comes to working out. And that is one thing that's my goal, to get some more exercise into my life because yes, I'm busy, but I have got to get the blood flowing. And that is another reason why we drink that 16 ounces of water every single morning as soon as we wake up, to get the blood flowing. If you have morning meds, don't forget to take your medication. Take some time to meditate, talk to your higher power, tell them that you appreciate it. Sometimes I caught myself early in life always only talking to God when I needed something. And then once I got older, I'm like, you know what? I just need to have a conversation with him every day, all day, because it's what keeps me grounded. So I say that to say this. Welcome. Today we are going to walk into our power and recognize how valuable we truly are. Today is Value Mental Health Series with a great presenter. His name is Regi. He's our brother and he comes with the knowledge. And I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say. But before we can get to that, we got to do some housekeeping. Number one rule, morning affirmations, positive affirmations. And we get those positive affirmations from our girl, my little sister, Mrs. Morningstar. Good
Good
morning.
morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday Eve,
Friday.
Thursday, right before Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We made it, guys. We got one more day, and then
We
we
made it, Joe.
get
We
to do the
made
weekend
it, Joe.
thing. We get to do that weekend thing.
Thank goodness.
So today, affirmation, because you heard what Kitty said, we're talking to our good brother Regi, who always brings that smoke. It's about self-love affirmation. So I want to focus on us, focus on you, self-love. we speak about that. We've been speaking about that quite often, I feel like, in conversation. So let's take some of these affirmations with us every day. Every day, I focus on releasing resistance and welcoming curiosity. I enjoy my own company as much as I enjoy the company of others. I fill my life with things and people I love. When I show myself love, I am nurturing my inner peace. Good things are already on their way. I make changes based on what is important to me, not what isn't. Life is
Exactly.
not a test. I'm not being tested or appraised or rewarded. I pursue my pleasures. I prioritize my passion. Everything is fleeting, so I hold on to what matters and releases what does not.
Yes.
I thank my body for all it carries for me and how far we have come together. You only get one.
Only get one.
I have faith in my future self. I have more than one purpose in life. My only duty on this earth is to love myself, and love others. Do not ration my joy. It's important that every day I find moments to pause and appreciate what I have. Bad days are a fact of life, not a sign that I'm broken.
Absolutely.
Not reacting to something is more powerful than reacting.
Yeah.
Grief is necessary part of life. It's a necessary part of love and life. I do not underestimate my body and mind's ability to heal and grow. I
Absolutely.
am comfortable with what I want. I am what I am. I am magic. You know, I love saying that.
I know, right?
We can always turn to music, art, and books for solace and comfort. Life is beautiful, even on the days I can't see it. Gratitude is the gateway to more joy in life. I am grateful for all I do for myself and those around me. The conversations I have with myself is the most important dialogue in my life.
Facts. That is all facts. I like all of that.
Everything I
Everything.
enjoyed, and
Yeah.
I feel this.
Yeah. I feel like you're talking directly to me. And I hope everyone feels like
I hope
they
y'all
received
receive
something.
that.
Please receive it.
Receive
Um,
that.
it was a lot of positive affirmations that you gave, and I appreciate that. Yes,
Yeah.
gratitude,
Y'all
gratitude.
take 2 or 3 of them and carry it on. Wake up in the morning and just say, I am who I am. Just wake up and say, I am magic. I
I
woke
am.
up. That's magical.
It's a blessing, to say the least. It's a blessing.
I
And
love it.
I do too. I do too. And thank you, Miss Morningstar. You always knock
Thank
it right
you.
out the park. You always hit it where it needs to, where it needs to go. I like your style, sis. I like your style. Okay.
Hey, I go with what feels good.
Exactly. And that's what you have to do. I want to send a special shout out to a powerful Black woman. I see you out there, ma'am.
Hey, sis, I miss your face.
Yes, I
I
miss
just feel
you.
like I ain't seen your face.
Me too. I miss you. I
We
miss
want to get
you.
you back up here. Come on.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into this weather. It's hot. There's your weather. It's hot.
It's
But
getting hot again.
it stays hot in here.
It's hot.
Holly Springs today, you have a high of 90, a low of 71. Feels like temperature is, of course, 95. 24% chance of rain. Winds out of the west southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It will be partly cloudy, stray showers and thunderstorms. Air quality is good. Humidity, of course, is high in the morning, very high in the evening. Mosquitoes, the skeeters are out. Risk is high. So wear your repellent. Grass pollen is low and ragweed is moderate. Yeah, hot. Memphis, come on in. Memphis, y'all are always hot because y'all, boy, the block is hot with y'all. Memphis, you have a high today of 93, a low of 75. Feels like temperature is 99 degrees. A 36% chance of rain. Wind is out of the west southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's partly cloudy with afternoon showers, thunderstorms, rather. Air quality is moderate. Humidity is high in the morning, very high in the evening. Mosquitoes, the skeeters are out. Wear your repellent. They're looking for blood. They're out for blood. And the risk is high. Grass pollen is low. Ragweed is moderate. Hi to Houston. Come on. We're not going to leave you out. High of 93, a low of 80. Feels like temperature is 99. And your car will be like 103. 58% chance of rain today. Winds are out of the south 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy in the morning, scattered showers in the afternoon, evening, early evening. Humidity in the morning is high, evening very high. Ragweed pollen is low, air quality is good.
It's like when you say it, I'm just sitting here like, yep,
Yep.
same old drill.
Same old
Hot,
drill.
hot. I guess
Hot, and hotter.
when I do leave work in the evening time, hot still.
Yep.
Hot when I go in the morning.
Open the garage is hot. Close the garage is hot. It's
It's
hot.
just but I freeze when I'm in my office, so because
It's cold in your
it's a
office.
hospital, so.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord, I think that is one of many reasons why I never wanted to work
Worked in the hospital.
Yeah,
My office
freezing
freezes, but I have a little heater in there because
I bet you do.
I ain't freezing.
Yeah, but I understand why they have to keep it that way.
Yeah, germs and stuff.
Germs, yeah, they're trying to do what hospitals do, and they are protecting and helping their patients. So let's go ahead and hop into this news you can use. You want to talk, since we're on hospitals, you want to go ahead and talk about Spokane, Washington?
Yeah, go ahead.
Spokane, come right here. I need you to come right here. First of all, people bring their children to the hospital for help. People come to the hospital for help. It is your duty. You swore an oath to be a help, to do your best. So please explain to me why a 12-year-old under your care in your hospital got out of her room. The 12-year-old was on suicide watch, and that's hard enough. A 12-year-old on suicide watch. How did she end up jumping? Trigger warning. Let me go ahead and put the trigger warning up. Let me put this trigger warning up. Hold on, because this is very triggering. I'm going to tell my folks out that are on the radio, this is very triggering. And the folks over on TikTok and YouTube, this is triggering. This 12-year-old baby, her parents are seeking help. She attempted to take her life last year. Well, this year, back in April, her parents checked her back in the hospital, and the hospital has safeguards. They were supposed to have a monitor, a sitter with her 24/7. She shouldn't even be allowed to have gotten up and went to the restroom by herself. They were supposed to have a video monitoring system in place and a door alarm. So please explain to all of us how this 12-year-old beautiful, beautiful little black baby, beautiful little girl, got out, got on the elevator, went up to the fourth floor, walked and ended her life under your watch. How did that happen?
Heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
And I don't know if it was a mental health unit or not. Kitty, did you read if that was that unit?
I didn't say.
Because there are in the mental health floors, the doors are secured, they're locked. It's very secure, supposed to be on lockdown up there. And also when a nurse is doing a 1-to-1 with a patient, 1-to-1 is exactly what it sounds like. 1-to-1. I'm sitting there bedside watching you constantly, 24/7 monitoring. Eyes don't come off of you.
Yeah, that's what it's
And
supposed
they
to be.
switch shifts to do these 1-to-1s. We track them heavy in the
Yeah.
hospital. We track them daily, actually.
Well, this
That's
baby,
devastating.
I'm I, I'm devastated just reading it, and the parents are, of course, suing the hospital as they should. But 15 nurses were fired, and you want to know why they were fired? Because they weren't the nurses that was treating this baby, but they decided to go and look at her medical records. That's a violation of HIPAA. Why would they even do that? They know. Why would you go look at this child's medical records? I'm so disappointed. You know, you have an obligation as a medical profession to be professional, to actually do what you're hired to do. And there's no excuse. There's nothing. There were 3 safeguards and all 3 of them failed. And it's humans, you know, you felt this child, you felt the parents, you felt the community, you know. I'm just disappointed in even having to report this because it should never happen. And why did it? P in on TikTok says Virginia requires parents to remain with minors before placement in mental units. And I understand that. I get that. My thing is, how did this happen? How did this child get out of her room? You know,
Somebody messed up.
it is
Somebody, I
happening all
mean, and
over.
it was the ultimate part. That is why it is so important for policy and procedure to be followed to the complete fullest. That is why drills are ran. That's why it's constantly being drilled in the heads of medical professionals, and they have to continue to be educated on safety because of things like this. Incidents that happen like this, where
Yeah.
someone may get out, and they're mentally unstable and they're able to do this to themselves. So sad. And that was the
It's,
baby. She was
that's
12.
a baby.
I don't know. So
I'm
sad.
going to say this. What is the number? I think it's 311. Suicides. T-Wiz, are you out there? I think it's 311 for mental. If you ever feel like you need to speak with someone, please understand that you're valuable. 988. Thank you, T.
988.
It's
Yes.
988. I need you guys. I need you guys to understand that you are valuable. You are needed. You don't need you. Things may be hard today, but tomorrow's a new day. Don't give up, people. Please don't give up. And if you have a child who is struggling, just please stay with them. You know, the parents did what they were supposed to do. But please, if you feel the need, if you feel like you don't want to be here anymore, dial 988 and talk to someone. You can text, you can call, but don't give up. We beg you, don't give up. You are needed. You are needed in this life. And
Check
life
on
is
check
hard.
on your kids.
Please check on them. Please check on them. I will be calling
Bel-
all 3 of my babies.
Believe it or not, this is hard for them too. These times that we're living in,
Yes.
although they may not be as involved, but they hearing it. They hearing it. Trust me, they seeing it. They listening to it. Especially if they have political parents that are involved and people who they know that there's something going on in this world that's just not, favorable.
Not right.
So just talk to them, y'all, because no parent should have to bury their child.
It's not supposed to be like that. It's
No.
not. And in situations like this, we as a community, we must come together. And I know it's a tough subject to talk about, but it's needed. And somebody out there is listening, and somebody out there, if you're listening and you're having these thoughts, 988. And let us tell you, we may not know you, but we need you. You're needed in this life. We
And
need
in not defense, but in and also with the nurses that were involved that were there. They need therapy. They're gonna need help because going through that, a lot of them experience trauma. I mean, it was a mistake. It
It
was
was.
clearly a
It
mistake.
was
You
clearly
know, somebody
a mistake.
made a big mistake, and the post-traumatic stress that they're gonna go through as well because of what happened is gonna be pretty awful.
It is.
So
It's
got to keep them in mind in prayer too. I mean, everybody in the situation. It's just unfortunate.
very unfortunate. Remember, 988 and 988 will route you to the nearest crisis line in your area code, and it's free. Use it. If you need to use it, use it. We need you here.
Yep.
Um, did you have
Yeah, I got a couple stories. I'll
go
do one real quick. So the Democrats who fled Texas to block the GOP redistricting efforts plot their exit strategy. So as they wrap up on Friday, you know, the Republicans have been running session and the Democrats ain't been there.
Of
And
course.
they ain't planning on, you know, they're trying to figure out how they're gonna make their entry back home. But at the same token, they're saying we're committed and we're not, you know, we're gonna do as long as it takes because if they want to continue to do these unfair, um, have these unfair sessions,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there. They're fighting for their constituents as they should, as what we hired them for. To
Yeah.
fight for the constituents. We are clear at this point that this Republican Party is a bunch of criminals and crooks
Corrupt.
and thieves and
The
liars. And I mean, and
corrupt.
nothing we can do about changing that because they are who they are. They have to be judged later. But yeah, they said we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight this as long as we can do. And Republican leaders promise they're gonna keep calling special session after session and all they need is a handful of Democrats to, you know, to get the order through. As long as they're not breaking quorum, you know, the threats is still there. They had a they sent something to Illinois court trying to force them to enforce their warrants, and the Illinois court said no.
It's not even signed by a judge. Try
We're
again.
not doing that. Try again.
Try again.
Go ahead. They I mean, the threats is unreal. You know, they went through bomb threats and all kind of stuff. Just threats. Just evil people. We're dealing with some evil people on the
Evil,
Republican side.
evil mutants.
Let's be clear.
They're not.
They are the aggressors.
They are. They are so aggressive that DeSantis has promised that he will gerrymander at redistrict as well. Y'all see how it happens?
Yeah.
Texas, then Florida. I'm so sick of them. Oh,
I'm so
so
tired of the
tired
big
of them.
wannabe bullies, the ones who ain't had no girlfriend or nobody to like them in school, and now they adults and they on this get back trip. It is so tiring and exhausting that you causing so many American hardworking people distress with your games.
And they don't care.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
It's time to vote them out. It's
It
time to get
is.
Abbott, hot flat wheels. It's time to get rid of DeSantis with him and his lifts. It's time to get rid of all of them. I need Gavin Newsom to go ahead and pull the trigger and go ahead and do that in Cali. Go
He
ahead.
gonna have to because they're gonna keep playing this game.
He's gonna have to.
And I know it was some another lawmaker was working on some piece of legislation. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but in the meantime, yeah, we got to, because he's attacking so many on so many levels. All you know,
We're under
Black Rand City. I mean, he's attacking all cities right now.
pretty much.
States.
He's attacking everybody. Not only is he attacking inner cities, he's also attacking the rural areas.
He
because
is.
the rural areas, he's taking away your hospitals and your funding and I mean, come on, people. You think that you're safe. That the problem was, MAGA, y'all thought it was just going to be us. Y'all didn't realize it was going to be y'all too.
But see,
And
they really still don't, because it
they
ain't.
still don't.
Some of them haven't. Some have realized it, but then we have the ones that it hasn't fully hit them, especially since we're waiting for his garbage bill to roll into effect in 2026, where people will definitely experience loss. And I'm here for it,
It's
I'm
gonna
here
happen.
for it.
Jake Tapper did ask Flat Wheels, what gives you the right to go after Gene Wu and ask and demand that he be removed from office when he was voted in. And of course, he came up with some lie,
Bogus lie.
some lie,
Ain't it amazing how they just lie off the top of their head?
lie like rugs.
It's so easy to roll off their tongue the way they lie. They just sit there and just tell a whole doggone lie.
And they say it with a
straight face.
With a straight face.
Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. But I do got a couple more stories. I know we need to take a break. So
yeah, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
I'll be right back, guys.
You are listening to Our Plugs, a community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
And I'd like for you to do one more thing for me. Hold up 2 fingers. This is you, and this is me, and the space that exists between us should be filled with value.
Equal, a global human initiative, and its value identity model.
Opal May Simplistic Beauty is hair care and skincare in a bottle. Take a quick survey and let us design your own formula. Go to ourplugs.com, look for Opal May Simplistic Beauty, and we can get your formula out to you as soon as possible. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. Tumblers for every personality. For the men, smoking trays and cutting boards. For the women, flower jewelry and honeybee coasters. Tic-tac-toe and dominoes. Sneakers, sneakers, sneakers. Sparkle Luxe keychains and trinket trays. Head over to ourplugs.com and receive a special coupon code for $7 off $35. Why advertise with Our Plugs, LLC? What do you get? Radio promotion. Perfect for online businesses. YouTube promotion. Customers can view your commercial. TikTok promo. Gain followers and showcase product. Follow us on all platforms. YouTube and TikTok. Our Plugs, LLC. www.ourplugs.com.
And we are back. Let's go ahead and I only have one more story that I really wanted to jump into really quick. It's about that girl that just got transferred over to, the Barbie prison. Pam Bondi is being accused of witness tampering in Maxwell's prison transfer. It seems that the DOJ and the Bureau of Prisons violated policies, and the Democrats are asking for the documents on how all of this happened. And they gave a deadline of August 26th. Let's see if they're going to play fair and actually deliver. I doubt it. They'll probably be like, we'll be looking for those files just like they're looking for the Trumpstein files.
Yeah, they play games. Because we all know this whole move with this lady didn't just come out. Oh, it just happened. No. We know exactly y'all are hiding something because he is the files, and y'all don't want it to get out. But it's already obvious they don't care anyway.
They don't care.
MAGA don't care.
They don't care. They're okay.
We know he's the file. They know he's the file.
He is the file. These are Trumpstein files.
What are y'all doing? Nothing, because we know already.
They're not going to do anything, number one, because these people, this is how they live. They're like, oh, it's no big deal. They don't have a problem with kids.
Well, as he continues to harass DC, You know, he moving in on other cities, black cities cities with black mayors. Put it like that. That's who he's attacking. There's an article in D.C. Trump agents are warning black people in D.C. about smoking and drinking in public. First off, they're walking up to in black neighborhoods, residential neighborhoods, and approaching people sitting on their porch smoking a square or cigarette. That's what we call them, squares, whatever, cigarettes. Approaching them, asking them questions. What are you smoking?
None of your doggone business. Mind your business. What does it smell like?
Harassing people. Harassing people. According to multiple accounts, the agents have been telling people to watch their behavior in public. Who are you talking to? We're on here. Cautioning against drinking alcohol or smoking on the street. Just harassment.
But here's the gag, though, sis. It's not illegal to smoke.
I know it's not in DC, right? Somebody said I was sitting on my front step with a beer, talking to my cousin, and a guy in a plain shirt flashed a badge and told us to be careful because they are cracking down.
I'm sitting
what? On my porch.
I'm doing what? It's not illegal.
You cracking down with me sitting on my porch?
Sitting on my porch, minding my business.
See, this is the type of stuff that will get you cursed out. So
me and Miss Morningstar, let's just go ahead and talk about it, sis. So me and Miss Morningstar, we have plans, and I don't think we've even told the whole team. We've had plans to go to DC for the Congressional Black Caucus. Do y'all? Now, I need a show of hands. How do y'all think me and Miss Morningstar will fare if somebody were to walk up to us in DC? Who do you think is going to go to get put in cuffs first, me or Miss Morningstar?
Put a one for Kitty, or put a two for me, or put a both.
Put a three for both.
Put a three
one
for
both.
Kitty,
a two for Miss Morningstar, or a three for both. Y'all go ahead and vote. Which one of us will get arrested first? Okay, so Queen said
I see one for Kitty, three for both. I see
Mima said both. Okay.
Oh, Queen changed her. She said three.
Melbo said Miss Morningstar. T-Wiz said both. Yeah.
Okay.
The car you got. Oh, we forgot Priscilla. Priscilla
going to get the car. She want to get the car and telling us to get in the car right now.
Priscilla's going to go get the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like three is winning because
powerful black woman said Kitty.
Okay, she said one. Powerful black woman said one.
Who else is out there? Y'all go. It's a tough call, Melba. It's not that tough. I think
y'all know us pretty well, and I think
we'll both be in jail, and our husbands will be like,
because when one go, the next go.
Yeah.
We came to the conclusion, like, well, if you pop off, I'm gonna pop, and then because you ain't about, you first of all, Mr. Fake Officer, you ain't about to approach me and ask me nada, because I'm gonna tell you nada, okay? Nada your business.
Don't talk to me. Is that your breath?
Yeah, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
Out my face you go. Quickly.
Here's my driver's license. I'ma hold it. You look at it. People got germs. I don't want you touching my license.
See, the way my mouth is set up.
Priscilla will be the only one that'll say no.
She'll be the supervisor. She would be the supervisor.
Get us
and she'll say, Ms. Morningstar, please get in the car. Doors open, get in the car. Kitty in the car.
Why you saying like that? I'm gonna just get in the car. I'm gonna, sir, am I under arrest? No? Okay. Do something about your breath, and I would walk away. Do something about your breath.
2, 3,
Is that
4,
your breath?
5. And I probably will tell them that I ain't your mama.
Yeah,
You talk to her that way. You don't talk to me. See,
yeah,
I ain't got time.
We know you be going to jail with us.
I know, T. Oh, T. It's going down. We're gonna be. It'll be a whole documentary.
about us going to jail. And that's not the look that
and I
we
don't
want.
want to set
You
myself
don't
up for
want,
no,
yes,
because
for
they
failure.
doing too much in DC.
And we want to go, but the man with the rotten hand is making it hard for people to even do what they want to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I do know.
Let's go ahead and bring Reggie up. Maybe Reggie can talk to us, because
Yeah,
I,
talk us
I
down,
know me
Reggie.
in
I
my
don't
mouth,
know.
I'm definitely going to jail.
I'm gonna tell you, I already know me.
I know I'm going to. Reggie, who's
No,
going to jail?
I know me.
Me or Mr. Star?
I think we should revise the name of the show from host and co-host to gangster and co-gangster.
OG,
We are
triple
not
OG.
gangsters.
Oh, I'm sorry, because that's real gangster what I just heard. I'm sorry. Should I go back on mute?
No, my husband got my bail money too, and he'll come get me.
I always tell my husband to have the bail money
Have
ready.
the
He
bail money ready.
He told me no, because they're gonna send you to the
Oh
alligator
my
place.
goodness.
They gonna send us to
Yeah,
Alligator Alley. I ain't going.
Oh Lord, I hate the day that they ever had to deal with me, because
Yeah, I'm gonna talk crazy. My thing is, I wish, oh man, because I really want to go. I really do. I want to go to the Congressional Black Caucus, but I'm not gonna deal with people telling folks, walking up on folks. That is invasive, and I'm not.
harassment.
It's harassment, and I'm not in a good place. The man with the rotten hand has really turned me off. All of these maggots talking crazy to people of color and all these. I'm tired, y'all. I'm gonna end up going to
I
jail.
think I'm at my ends with them. You know what I'm saying? I think, I think
there.
at this point, we all of us collectively, I think we are fed up, and we got to make sound decisions, not to put ourselves in situations that may cause
thank you.
we got to
Thank
press
you.
the pause button and say, you know what, it's too much going on over there right now. I'm gonna let them cool off.
Yeah.
Because
Thank
if
you.
I go into the midst of the fire, I'm doggone sure gonna catch a flame or two.
Burn. Absolutely.
You're saying that would be even more of a reason to go and stand up, but I know me. And I know
And P, I can see how you're in DC 4 days a week. P is the supervisor. P know how to,
P, you would talk your way out of it. I'm going to cuss somebody out.
Yeah, I'm a cuss.
I'm a cuss. And have a
Yeah.
I'm a cuss.
You guys just have to remember. You guys just have to remember that you have loved ones that need you, that depend on you, and those people are not worth 1 minute
And
being missed with those that care and love you
that's
and need you.
true. That's true, Reggie. That's true. And I think, how being human, you have those human moments. And we've been doing this for so long now, trying to fight this fight against racial inequality and all this stuff going on. And we own it every day. Every day we deal with it.
Every day.
And I think, it's some things that just break the back of the camel. Like, you just like, I'm fed up. So I rather personally to be like, okay, I'm not going to put myself around that. I'm going to just.
And also, please know, you guys, that the National Black Congressional Caucus will be a target in no uncertain terms. Period.
I think
there will be a massive, yes, this is strategy. I know where you're going.
They know that's coming. They know
it's coming. There will be massive presence there, and they will be provoking and prodding and poking and trying as a part of a planned act of aggression against the attendees of the caucus. So let's not get it twisted.
Yeah. We know what time it is, Reggie. You know it.
Yeah.
And we're coming in as press. And like they care anything about, press or the media.
Oh, none of that matters.
I'm so
Yes,
we
Trump
know,
is
Priscilla.
lying.
We
Yeah, he
know
lying
he's
about
always
DC.
lying. He lies
He
about
lying
lying.
because right now what he's trying to do is divert the heat from him
Of course.
because of all the drama he got going on. It's a diversion.
Because of the
Nobody is
Trumpstein
stupid.
files. And that's why. It's all because of the Trumpstein files. If that weren't the case, they would still be focused on Project 2025 and that mess. But now that the Trumpstein files is all out, and that is what's going on, and everybody's talking about it. It ain't going away. It's not dying down. He's let me do a huge diversion.
King
And
of distraction.
yes, and put these. Let me go after the one demographic that I
Right.
always go after, that everybody always goes after. Nobody's going to stand up for them. Black people. And this
Don't
is
take them
right
off.
before the Congressional Black Caucus. Nobody's stupid, Frumpy, except you and your doggone
Let's tick them off. Let's tick them off so we can put call martial law on them.
Yeah.
Hey Reggie, welcome in. That's your
Yes,
segment.
we need to talk about
Hey,
value.
everybody. Hey, DJ Kitty. Hey, Miss Morningstar. Hello, WKRA listening audience. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Big brother gangster.
Don't sleep on Reggie.
Okay.
I just know that you two are not to be played with. That's what I just like to put out there. Miss Morningstar and DJ Kitty are not to be played with. So don't play, because this is not a game for real.
Well,
No, that's
we're
right.
actually really nice young ladies.
But I'm really
We
sweet.
don't
Absolutely. Absolutely.
A sweetheart. But don't
Yes,
test
we
the
are.
gangster.
Yeah, I ain't
Exactly.
gonna lie, but don't push me. Okay.
Exactly. We all have a survival instinct, and that's not, that's the animal side. You don't want to go, you don't want to be over there. You're not trying to visit the jungle, are you?
Okay. I'm Reggie.
So, but yeah, thank you so much, DJ Kitty and Miss Morningstar, for allowing me this space. Value identity, which equals identifying your value, is a passion of mine, because I see that as the vehicle through which we can achieve massive corrective measures that will address a myriad of the problems that we are all grappling with in our society, and have been grappling with for our entire lives and for generations. So the one thing that I'd like to kind of focus on today, and I think that it's been mentioned in previous episodes during the Wednesday mental health session with Nikki and
Miss Jack.
yes, and Miss Jack. Yes, and Miss Jack. Is value identity the internal you versus the external you? And what I'd kind of like to address today is the fact that there are two stories, and please jump in with questions or comments as you guys feel the need. But there are two stories that exist about who we are. The first story is the story that society tells us about who we are. And the second story is the story that nature tells us about who we are. At our deepest core, as human beings, as a human body, as a global human society, at our deepest core, what we desire most and what we pursue every moment of our existence is value. Now, okay, let's make that a little bit simpler. What is value? Value is the benefit that you receive from a person, place, or thing. And if you think about all of the decisions that you've ever made in your life, why did you make those decisions? Is because in your perception, that vacation, that job, that friendship, that romantic relationship, that movie, that concert would, in essence, pour value or the benefit that you would receive from that lived experience. That's the only motivation that was behind your choice to make that decision. And so value is what drives us. So there is no value without benefit, and there is no benefit without value. And so within this societal model, understand that we are living within a capitalistic society. And the only way for capitalism to work is to create a need within its population for the products that it desires to sell us. That is the only way that a capitalistic society can sustain itself. So what it essentially devises is a narrative that says that you are not valuable because, and then within that narrative, it gives you all of the reasons or lies for why it would like for you to buy into that narrative, because you're Black, because, you're poor, because you're, because you're not famous, because you don't have a house, because you don't wear the
Name brand.
the name brand, all of these things. So that what happens in your mind is that through that conditioning and through that programming, you then subscribe to the idea that because you have a core desire to experience value, that the only way that you can experience value is to acquire it, is to achieve it, is to have it approved by some group or some industry. So you're not valuable, but the car is. So if you buy the car, then you can experience value by association. If you buy the house, then you can experience value and you can receive, some semblance of respect by association. The degree, the 1 million followers on Instagram, and on and on and on and on. And so what happens within that dynamic is that when people acquire these things through material measures, through external measures, they quickly find out that that the value of those things don't last.
They don't.
And exactly. And so if you're measuring your value by those things, then your value is consistently under threat because you are investing in something that cannot sustain.
Mm-hmm. I get that. If you think about it, especially now that we have social media and all these people are, they even pay to have followers, and I don't know if they do it on TikTok, but on Instagram, there was a time where you could pay to get all these followers. And if you didn't have all these followers, you weren't as valuable. You don't, I have millions of followers. You only have,
Exactly.
500 followers. People, and then you look at the content, it's always, they're posting, they don't post the negative things that happen in their lives. They only post like vacation, and they only post the good, but that's just normal. No one wants you to see the struggle. They only want you to see the glory. And these young people coming up and growing up, and all of our kids are on YouTube, and all of our young adults are seeing this, and they're thinking to themselves, that's what's valuable. That's what I have to achieve in order to have greatness in my life. Go ahead, Reg.
Exactly. And exactly to your point, DJ Kitty, because up until now, up until value identity, there has not existed another option, another societal model for us to choose. So the reason why people are operating within this model is because that's the only model that they've been given.
Yep.
And, value is, to your point, DJ Kitty, validation. What is validation? Validation is valuing your existence. Okay? Confirm for me that the fact that I exist matters, that it's important. And how do we achieve those measures? Those components are see me, hear me, feel me, and value me. If you see kids playing with their parents, or, they're trying to get their parents' attention. Mommy, look at me, look at me, look at what I did. So all of these are the components of what equals us experiencing value in our lived experiences. And so what happens on the other side of that is that when we are not able to achieve value, we experience loss.
Okay, so
And
let's pause right
okay,
there.
sure.
Experience loss. Let's go ahead and do the commercials, and then when we come back,
Absolutely.
let's hop right into, that part, that level.
Absolutely.
Let's take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Hey guys, yes, this is my nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what my nonprofit does, we give fresh food boxes to those families in need that's struggling to keep food on their tables. We also go out into the unhoused community, give out care bags here in the Kalamazoo, Michigan area. So if you'd like to donate to the cause, please go to www.carterscaringhands.com and donate whatever you can, so we together can uplift those families that's struggling to keep food on their tables. Highly appreciated. God bless.
Welcome to Morningstar Boutique, where the sun is shining and the style is all about you, your beauty, confidence, and individuality. Whether that's your perfect summer dress, a chic jumpsuit, or outfit you didn't know you needed, we've got you. Stop by ourplugs.com and check us out. We'll see you soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Middleton, life and executive leadership coach and owner of Radiate Coaching and Development, where we provide transformational strength-based coaching and mentorship. My goal specifically is to support you in identifying your mission, your vision, and your values that help you take your power back as you are building your career. Whether it's within or outside of the corporate world, my goal is to really empower you in making decisions that work well for you. So if you want to reach out to me, by all means, you can email me at radiate@midspiration.com or check out my website at radiatecoaching.com.
Hi, I'm Tori G, owner and founder of Say Something Tees, a statement t-shirt company. I got into this business by mistake, but the mission was no accident. As a Black female-owned brand, we do more than just sell shirts. We make statements. Our designs spark conversation, sometimes shady, sometimes in your face, but always bold. From the 92% collection, honoring Black women who always show up, to Dear Black Woman, a love letter to our strength and resilience. Our tees empower, uplift, and keep it real. Because at Say Something Tees, we believe your shirt should speak before you do. Shop Black owned, shop with a purpose. Find us at www.saysomething.biz and let's say something together.
Why advertise with Our Plugs, LLC? What do you get? Radio promotion. Perfect for online businesses. YouTube promotion. Customers can view your commercial. TikTok promo. Gain followers and showcase product. Follow us on all platforms, YouTube and TikTok. Our Plugs, LLC. www.ourplugs.com.
And we are back. We just did our first portion, and now we're talking about loss. Okay, go ahead, Regi.
And so essentially what is inherent to loss is pain. So think about the loss of a loved one, the loss of a dream, the loss of a job, the loss of a friend. And what is inherent to that, what is inherent to loss is pain. And so what is happening in our society is that we have a lot of people who are not experiencing their value. They're experiencing what I characterize as the absence of value or the loss of value. And then what lives then in that space of absence, of the absence of value, is pain. And so we see that pain being played out in our societal spaces through gun violence, racism, troops on our streets harassing people, mental health issues, depression, suicide, as you just mentioned about, the young lady who took her own life. And so there are the eating disorders and a myriad of other ways that this is showing up in our society. But what it essentially is people who are in pain, who are pouring their pain out onto each other and pouring their pain into themselves.
Absolutely.
And so the only way that we can remedy that is to replace what is lost, which will pivot them into a different direction and a different space.
As you said before, hurt people, and
Yeah.
people
Absolutely.
continue the cycle of hurting people because they've never had the chance to learn their value or learn who they are. And all they do is repeat the cycle. You see it every day. We see it right now.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, we do. And, to me, it's intentional what we're seeing now. I think that, how some people, they call it, I forgot what they were calling it, herd immunity. Now, let me take you back to the vid days. How they wanted everybody to get sick and made the strongest survive. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, they're throwing so much at people. And people, when you don't have the strength within yourself to say, I don't have to have a $100,000 car or a $500,000 house. I want to live within my means and not stress about paying those bills and be happy with myself. I don't have to have all that. That doesn't matter to me. That's not, like they say, the old folks say, you can't take it with you. You're not, you can have all that and you can be a horrible person and then you expect to get into heaven, for those who believe in that. Or you can live and let live. That, to me, what's more valuable than that expensive car and that big house is being a good person. Can you do
Mm-hmm.
that? Show how you can be a good person. And, it seems to one thing that seems to bother me most about what we're experiencing now is people like the drama. I think we've been so conditioned and we were brought over here into straight up purgatory, and people would rather feed on drama than they would on positivity. Go ahead.
Reggie, I was hoping Reggie could help me understand that part of it with
Yeah,
people.
me too.
Because at what part of now, Nikki and Miss Jack talked about, having self-esteem and
Mm-hmm.
that whole growing stages of having self-esteem from being an infant to being a teenager, like those vital important parts of your life. And
Right.
I wonder at what point these people that don't have any value or seems like it's self-esteem but they skip that whole part and they jump into things, and some of them come up on big money, as Kitty was just saying, and they
Right.
value those precious items like that car or this big
Right.
old house or all that gaudy stuff in their house. They worship that becomes their everything.
Of course.
How
Because
did
that's all they have.
At
They don't
what
have
point do
anything
you
else.
think they missed the mark? Because I'm like, I got it. My parents,
Right.
I learned
Yeah.
it.
Well, again, like I said, the capitalistic model is the social model. And that is it is a value absent social model. And so it is fortunate for us that we were able to get something, that we were able to get enough, at least to sustain us um, uh, in life, in day-to-day life, in society, in relationships, so that we could assimilate and push ourselves towards being able to experience joy in our lived experience. And that's what you're pointing to, DJ Kitty, is that, okay, I have all this stuff, but I have no joy.
Mm-hmm.
I have no joy because I can't be friends with my car. I can't talk to my car at night in bed when I'm, just needing some companionship. When I have a problem, I can't talk to my house about it and get advice.
And
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say that's when people become social awkward,
Exactly.
Socially awkward, where they can't have a conversation as we are right now. Like they'll be out of place, because they don't know how to do that.
Exactly.
It's
because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Go ahead, DJ K.
I was going to say it's not within them to even know how, and unfortunately it's like, how do we fix it? How do we get our kids and our young adults and people, all of us, to see that it's not what's on you. It's what's in you. It's the person that you are.
Yes.
It's the good person. Being a good person is okay.
And that's a great segue. If you have the video that we talked about playing, that's a great segue into that video. And then we'll come back after this. And I'd just like to set this up. This is the first person that I've actually seen in social media that really has a real grasp on what it is that we're discussing. And I think the way that he framed it was almost perfect.
It was.
Yeah.
I've watched it. So hold on, you guys. Take a listen.
When we talk and people ask you, what is it that you do? People always say, oh, look at him. He's so fancy. He's in City Hall. He's traveling. He's doing all of these things. What does he do? And what's your answer?
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't.
And so what do you mean by this? Like, we know that you earn money.
Yeah.
We know that you do things. Why do you answer people why do you say to people that you don't?
It's multi-layered. From a general standpoint, I think we spend way too much time quantifying people by what they do instead of who they are. We spend an extraordinary amount of time discovering what corner do you live on. Is it a terrace? Is it a penthouse? Is it a this? Do you have the right doctorate? How many schools? How many degrees do you have? How many penises up and down your arm, if you will, and that triangle? It's a lot. And for me, it demeans the human value of a person, and we don't actually know who a person is by those things at all. We only can quantify how much they have. So for me, it was a response first to say, you're not going to be able to put me in a box that figures me out as a checklist of, oh, you've checked these right boxes and therefore you have the right to exist as you do, but rather you would have to get to know, force you into a ponderment, if you will, of who is this guy? Secondarily, as an African-American man, we are forced to quantify and qualify how we exist by education, by finance, by bloodline. There's just all these extra barriers. And so I find when a person has the apparent privilege that I exist with, that it really bothers people. And I won't have to name those people, you'll understand who they are, but it bothers people to feel like they cannot attribute your success, your privilege, your ability to move freely to anything that they have co-signed as okay. So if I had 17 degrees from 9 different universities, of which 8 at least were Ivy League. If I had, my father was King Osami III of X, Y, and Z. If I had created some weird company that became a billionaire success, they would allow their minds to allow me space in a room. But because I come in apparently without an excuse, and perhaps out privilege their privilege, there is an incessant and innate anger that they socially are not able to deal with politely, that causes a bubbling in the stomach, and I'm enjoying that inertia, if you will, that comes out of that bubbling. I enjoy watching people have to question and check themselves. Why am I so bothered by this individual who is apparently living very well, perhaps better than I am, that I can't quantify why he's able to do that? Why is that the question? Why do we need to know what he does instead of who he is?
Out the park. You know, when I saw that, I was like, I watched it like several times.
Can you send
Exactly.
that to me?
Yes,
Can you
I'm
send that to me?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send
Or
it
put
to
it in
everybody.
Signal.
I'm gonna drop
It's in
it.
Signal.
Yes, but he is absolutely correct. He is
1000%.
absolutely correct. It's like you have to. We have to show why we're in the position that we're in. And if we are in a better position than those, I'm gonna just say it, than white people, then they tend to have an attitude as to, well, what do you do? How are you here? What do you do for a living? What do you know,
And that,
They
yeah.
looking at you, they sizing you up. They
sizing
trying
you
to
up?
figure it out. And when they
And
can't, there's that burning feeling, that
That
anger,
the
burden.
bubbling in the
the
gut.
bubbling in the gut.
I love the way he characterized that. And that's exactly what I'm saying, you guys, is that as a capitalistic society, we have been socialized to quantify one another before we can apply any value to that individual. If I can't check box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, then why should I value you at all?
That
Yeah.
part.
That's like when
That is how we've been socialized.
that is
I'm
like
sorry.
when men would say, have been saying, it was like, you know, men, well, what did she bring to the table? You know,
Exactly.
that if you can't see the value in me, I don't need to show you what's on the table, what's in the table, around the table. You don't even need to know about a table because
Nope.
you're not mentally there yet. You're thinking about finances and what can someone do for me, and how can you benefit me, or how did you get here, and what did you, versus who are you?
Exactly.
Who are you?
Versus seeing my
Exactly.
value, versus
Yes.
knowing I earned it. You know, we can look at Kamala, how they did Kamala, you
Ooh,
know,
baby.
how
All
they
the degrees.
overlook, how
Overlooked.
they said she doesn't make any sense when she talks. What? She makes perfect sense. She speaks clear, concise, direct. She
And
makes
better than
perfect sense, and better than all of them.
those who are and better than
Better than
all of
all
y'all
of
who are
them.
criticizing her.
And
Exactly.
in her education, in her experience, way up
Exactly.
here while they're mediocre. So it burns them. It makes them have bubble guts. And I'm gonna use that in my next live.
Bubble
Stay
guts. Yeah,
tuned.
bubble guts.
Bubble
Double bubble
guts. Because
guts.
I'm gonna ask them, do you have the bubble guts? Are you obsessed? Are you intimidated by me?
Bubble.
Are you intimidated by what you think I
That's
might
that's
have
too
and
much.
you
That's too
don't?
much talking. Simply put, it burns, don't it?
Bubble
It burns.
guts.
It burns. And
Everybody in here gonna know what I'm talking about too.
so that brings me to the other point, is that is all a part of the capitalistic mindset, a part of the capitalistic social model and everything. It is a value absent social model. So the truth is that, and I'll get to another point in a moment, is that there's nothing wrong with us having any of these things to enjoy. There's nothing wrong with you using makeup and having nice clothes and name brands and cars and houses. But what people don't understand is the flip. The flip is that it is you that provides value to those things.
not the other
It
way.
is those things that serve you. They exist to serve you. They do not assign value to you, because without you, they would have no reason to exist.
Absolutely.
Money can't be spent, cars can't be bought, houses can't be bought, clothes can't be worn, jewelry can't be worn, boats can't be driven on the on the waters without you. So because you exist, they exist for you. You are the one who provides value to them, not the other way around. And it is because people are operating in the idea that those things provide value to me that is causing the incorrect power dynamic, the incorrect perception and understanding of that power dynamic. And the reason why people try to say, what do you have before I can value you?
Or what do you do?
Exactly.
Value you.
What job do you, what job do you have? What clothes, how much money you got? You know, checklist, as the gentleman said.
As they say, they count your pockets before
Count your
you
pockets.
count your pockets.
Count your own pockets.
Exactly.
You know, I think that this is a very needed topic. People need to understand that, you know, it's just materialistic things. You can't take it with you. Again, I will keep saying it. Who are you? How are you a valuable person without all the glitz and the glamour? Take away the cars, take away the clothes, take away the job, take away the money. Who are you? Are you a mother who's good to her children? Are you a wife that's good to her husband? Are you a child that's good to your parents? Are you a good person? That's the question. We've gotten so far away from all of it because we are dealing with a rotten system right now, a system that has us basically crab in a barrel, you know. And even when you get to a certain level, you still want to look down at folks, and they may be the best people in the world.
Exactly.
You know, there's I'm not gonna call any names, but there's some people who went to Martha Vineyard, and it was I don't knock anybody. I think the entire event was absolutely beautiful, but it was a air of haughtiness, an air of conceit. And there's nothing wrong with going to Martha Vineyard, nothing at all. But don't base yourself on, oh well, I've been to Martha Vineyard and I'm better than you. You're not. None of us are better. I'm no better than Miss Morningstar or Regi. I'm just DJ. That's it.
Right.
I'm living my life, and I think we all, me too, P. I've been, but I can go back. But we all need to live in our truth and truly be who we are without the faking the funk. And some of us aren't, just because you have it, it's just material things, There's a lot of unhappy rich people.
Nikki says on TikTok, knowing your value leads to higher self-esteem. That's how I was typing it in from what I was saying, from that infant, being an infant, and then learning that you have, people love you, and it all ties in with your value, because somewhere, that's why I said somewhere along the line, these people missed that. Someone didn't do that for them.
Yeah.
Because they were constantly, when we were growing up, we didn't have cars and houses, and all that stuff to measure ourselves by. So we had to go deeper.
And
we had to go deeper.
Regi.
Exactly.
We think about the things we did not have growing up, and we was just smiling and laughing, and we think about
our childhood.
We measured ourselves by how much joy could we curate, how much joy could we create, how much joy could we enjoy. That's how we measured ourselves, and that's why we're okay now.
Yeah. Going outside to go play.
Exactly.
All I needed to do.
That's all we needed.
Happy to have whatever it was to eat. My mother said, "I'm not cooking tonight.
Bologna sandwich.
Go get you a bologna sandwich and bake you a bowl."
And guess what you did? You went and got it and ate
got your bowl of favorite cereal. If you want to have your half a bologna sandwich, that was dinner.
And remember how the bologna would swell up in the middle like a pot belly?
You got to fry that thing.
You gotta fry it. You gotta cut it in the middle.
Poke a hole in it.
Oh my God.
And some mustard, a bologna sandwich, some mustard, and some light bread.
Mayo.
Those are good days.
Baby.
I mean, but those
that's
that was a happy place.
yes.
It was joy.
It was joy.
It was
And
joy. And even, I'm sorry, DJ Kitty.
I was going to say, our parents didn't have all. You know what I'm saying? Our
Mm-hmm.
parents, but
My
I
parents
didn't
worked
know
hard. They
anything.
didn't
My
have a
parents
lot.
worked hard. My mother worked nights. My dad worked during the day. They swapped out. We went to school. I didn't even notice that we were lacking because I didn't know we didn't. Exactly. I didn't know we had struggles because
Exactly.
we played.
We were rich.
Yes. And we were rich in family.
We were rich.
We were rich in love.
Yes. Yes.
We were
Rich in
you know,
love.
going outside and going to go play with go get your bike and go ride the neighborhood. We were rich
Right.
with, you know, everybody going.
Jump roping. We was doing
Exactly.
everything.
Having
Hopscotch.
blast.
We have the things that matter. We have the things
We didn't, you know what it is? We didn't have the internet showing us what we didn't have.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
We weren't measuring up, comparing ourselves to one another. We were just enjoying one another.
Yep.
And
so,
I know
I'm
my
sorry.
little clothes was raggedy coming outside. Little raggedy clothes coming out because you know you couldn't put your good school clothes on. You got to go put your play clothes
right. You got to
on.
use those. Right.
Right. And nobody was
got the hand-me-downs.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
No. Nobody was making fun of anybody. Everybody was raggedy. We had as long as it was clean, it was worn. Whether it matched or not, I didn't care.
I know that's
I had
right,
on
Lady
shorts
J.
and a
Corned
shirt
beef, white
and my tennis
rice,
shoes.
red bean soup.
Sometimes I'd have on socks. Sometimes I wouldn't. And I get on my bike as long as I had my bike, and we were gone.
My jellies on.
My jellies, baby. I always wore tennis shoes because I was riding my bike. I tried jellies with my bike one time, and I said never again.
And I was a tomboy. I
was a tomboy. Yes.
I climbed trees. I was
and
fighting
lived. You know, and I tell my grandsons, you know, let them go outside. Put that tablet down. Put it down. Put the tablet down. Let's go play. Let's go to the park. Let's go. We got to pull back from indoctrinating our kids into thinking about what they have to have because they saw it on YouTube or they saw it on Instagram or they
as opposed to who they are.
As opposed to who they are.
And let me answer that question for you that you raised, DJ Kitty. What makes you valuable? Okay, and I'd like to answer that for our general audience before we go today. You are valuable because nature deemed it important enough to cause you to exist. Think about this. How many hearts do you have in your body?
Just one.
And what would happen if it were disconnected from your body or if it were removed from your body? What would happen to the rest of your body?
Well, I'm mad, so I'm just going to continue on living. But no, I wouldn't be here any longer.
Exactly.
I'd be an ancestor.
And so your heart exists in your body because nature determined in its own wisdom that it was so important to your body that it gave you one.
Yeah.
And without it, your body can't survive. It can't exist the way that it was intended to exist without that one part, without that one member. And so you are essentially nature's heart. Nature decided that you were so important to the body of humanity that the body of humanity could not be the body that nature intended it to be without you.
Absolutely.
And so therefore it placed you here because you are needed, you are essential, you are necessary. And the other thing that makes you valuable is because there is only one heart in your body, there's only one heart, there's only one of everything, there is only one you. So if you are essential and there is only one of that essential thing, then the value of that thing is immeasurable.
Okay, then, Regi. All right, then.
That is who you are. Yeah. That is why you're valuable. What you bring to me, what you bring to us, what you bring to the table, DJ Kitty, the table we talked about,
Table, yes.
we can only find that in you, nowhere else.
Absolutely. Last words, got about 5 seconds.
Just remember that you are valuable. I'd like for you to do something. I'd like for you to do a challenge to yourself. I'd like for you to say those 3 words to 3 people every day, beginning with you.
You are valuable.
You are valuable.
Miss Morningstar, you want to go ahead and close us out?
Thank you guys for being here this morning. Everybody go out and enjoy your day. It is Friday tomorrow, so be prepared for a Friday show. Be careful. Have a safe day. And thank you, listening audience. We love you. Thank you, WKRA. Thank you, Regi. We had a great time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You guys have a wonderful day. And you are valuable. Hey, y'all. It's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
We are here from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we will be your new morning host on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Yes, we will be broadcasting Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
We'll also be streaming on YouTube at Our Plugs LLC.
Be sure to tune in.
Hey, y'all. It's